Hey guys, it's Tyler Wood from Coldwell Banker up here in Big Bear Lake, and wanted to talk today real quick. There was a story in the local Southern California papers about home sales going up 65% in September of 2008, and it was kind of a shocker to a lot of people. At least a lot of people thought it was great news that sales were up. I actually was meeting with some sellers today who brought that up, and they said, "Oh, look, look what the LA Times is reporting," and it is good news, and I wanted to talk about that. I think you have to look at it in the context that it is, though. Of the 65% increase, 50% of the sales last month in Southern California were bank-owned properties. So 50% of them were, 50% weren't. The thing about bank-owned properties is they're going to drive the prices down. So if you look at the sales, yeah, the sales were up 65%. The prices were down quite a bit. Big Bear in particular, our sales were up 27% from last year, September '07, but prices were down 17%. So there's a plus there and there's a minus there. If you're a seller, it's good to see that there's activity, but it's also negative in that it's probably going to be bringing your price down from what you want. So while the sales are up, the prices are down, and I think that's the important ingredient to take out of that whole story. It's good to see that the buyers are out there, and as these bank-owned properties are purchased and less come on the market, that'll help fluctuate or level things out. But until the bank-owned properties get through the system, which I don't think anybody knows exactly when that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a while still, probably at least a year or more before they get through the system, will we see prices start to level off. And I think that's important. And until the bank-owned properties get through the system, until the lending standards, the lending guidelines are fixed, and there's just some more credit easily flowing, until that happens, I think we're still in for a rough ride in Big Bear and in Southern California in general. But I like to just report on Big Bear. Again, real estate is local. Whenever you see these huge numbers about nationwide or Southern California or even California, it's great, but it's too general. You need to be specific when you're talking about real estate. Our sales in Big Bear in September, 20% of the sales were bank owned, not 50%, 20%. So just right there, it shows you there's an important difference between our local market and what's going on in the majority of Southern California. And that's why if you're looking for real estate information, you need to go to the local source, not a general source. General source is good for general answers, but if you want a specific area, you need to get a specific expert for that area. So just want to talk about that today. My name is Tyler Wood, and I am a realtor here in Big Bear with Coldwell Banker. If you have any questions, you want to talk about real estate, give me a call, 909-866-3481. You can email me at whowood@gmail.com. Have a good evening. Thanks.